By now, you probably know the kettlebells are great for strengthening the whole body with numerous functional exercises. It doesn't mean we still don't ask the question, yeah, but can they help me get ripped abs too? Hi, I'm Heins, Onnit's Director of Fitness Education, and today I'm going to show you some kettlebell exercises that train your core specifically, in tandem with numerous other muscles, to help build a functionally rock-solid body while working towards your aesthetic ab goals. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more. Benefits of using kettlebells to work out your abs. If you've ever trained with kettlebells, you learned one thing very quickly, and that's every exercise you do with a kettlebell is automatically a core exercise too. Due to the offset nature of the load, where the kettlebell center of gravity resides in relation to the handle and your body, the kettlebells want to pull you out of position more readily, and therefore require more core activation in conjunction with the rest of your body to stabilize every movement. That causes your abs to bend, flex, twist, brace hardcore, pun intended. So, to a greater degree, you're getting great core training with virtually any kettlebell exercise you perform, be it an overhead press, a clean, a swing, and so on, which is ideally what you want. With that said, you can still target the abs more directly with certain exercises that result in greater muscle size gains and definition in the abs themselves, which helps them to be more visible. Assuming, that is, that your nutrition is on point so that your body fat is low enough for them to pop. How to stretch your core before working out. The abs are one of those few areas we don't think to warm up. If anything, they'll get thrown in with our warm-up or our cool-down. But specifically preparing for core work itself is always beneficial, especially when we want to wake them up from their current habitual state and get the most out of the time and effort that we put in while reestablishing a more meaningful connection. Use these 5 drills for an effective core warm-up, running them as a circuit, one after the other for 30 seconds each, times 2 sets total. Laying spine twist. Maximum contact with the ground provides lots of support and feedback as we release tension and activate slings through a roll pattern, improving connection to the spine. Kneeling arm thread. Firing the connection of core supporting tissues from hip to shoulder, front and back. Child to up dog. Opening up core muscles to fuller length through extension and feeling connection to the hips. Up dog twist. Feeling out the core, lower back, and connection from hip to shoulders with extension through rotation, which we rarely do. Kettlebell around the world. From facing the sky to facing the ground, now we stand and add an external load that provides variable feedback in a 360 pendulum arc around us, requiring constant restabilization. If you want an in-depth tutorial to the around the world with the kettlebell, be sure to check out this video. Now, I'll show you some of my favorite kettlebell ab exercises and how you can tie them all into a great burner of a workout. Get shredded with this balanced kettlebell ab workout. In this workout, you'll find yourself hitting major training patterns such as hinge, pull, press, and prep for improved squats, but make no mistake, this is an absolute fire starter for your core and those aesthetic goals to help your abs see the light of day. You will work through the following series of 5 kettlebell exercises as a circuit, doing one right after the other. Each exercise is done for a total of 10 repetitions. Sometimes that'll mean 5 per side. After doing all 50 reps of one set, take a 1-minute break. You're gonna need it. And depending on how many sets you do, anywhere between 3 to 5, you'll perform 150 to 250 ab blasting reps. Make sure you use a kettlebell weight that is light enough to perform all exercises for all reps with the highest quality form. You can have a few options on hand to go lighter as you get deeper into your workout. If you're a total beginner with the kettlebell and not sure what weight is right for you, check out this video, which is a guide on helping you find the right weight for your training. The Kettlebell Windmill. This exercise is a classic, we're gonna give you a few steps to build up to doing a full one wherever you're at. But wherever you're at, you're going to feel it in your core, especially along that side line. We're gonna pick up the kettlebell and bring it to a rack. From this rack position, we're gonna end up overhead to start, but we're gonna set our base. So we're going to take our feet, and in this case, because I have the kettlebell on the right-hand side, I'm going to point my toes at 45-degree angle over towards the left. From there, I will then press the kettlebell overhead. I want to make sure that I'm stable here to start. Then I take my right hip and I kick my right hip out. As I do so, this is going to create length from my lat all the way down through my ribs, my obliques, into my hip and down along the side of my body. So I'm getting a really full length movement, stretch, strengthen through the core of my body. Now from here, with the hip kicked out, I'm gonna have a slight soft bend into my knees, and I'm going to keep my eye up on my hand and the kettlebell. I don't wanna look away in case the kettlebell starts to pull me out of balance. Really important to have that stability through your shoulder. As I glide down, I'm gonna take my left hand and I'm going to glide down the inside of my left leg. Now here I'm just working to get to whatever height I can get to. If I can get to here, great. And if that's as far as it goes, no problem. From there, I'm gonna make sure I drive through my fist up. Imagining that I'm driving through my fist helps create that core engagement and full body connection. From there, as I continue to gain more and more access through my core, I may find that I can touch the floor. The idea is that my overhead arm is always straight up. From there, again, drive through the floor with your feet, engage that core, and all the way up through the fist. You're going to find that on both sides, activating both inflection and extension on the down and on the way back up. It's a killer workout, it's a killer drill. Just make sure you do it with really great form, and not only will you enhance your core strength and growth, but you will also continue to enhance its connection to your shoulders, upper body, all the way down through your legs. Half quad pull through. For this one, we're gonna start on all fours. From the all fours position, you're going to come up on your toes with your knees off the ground. We're gonna start with the kettlebell on the left-hand side, and we're going to take the left foot back into a straight. So you are in a half quad position. From here, I'm gonna take my right hand and I'm going to pull across. From there, I flip the handle around and I come back into my quadruped position. Now my right leg goes out. I take my left hand, pull, and I alternate back and forth, switching one side to the other, really working on maintaining square hips and square shoulders throughout. The roll down plus pullover extension. We often think of core training as getting shorter, tightening, crunching. We often don't think about lengthening or developing that core strength in resistance to getting longer through extension. And that's exactly what we're gonna do here. You're gonna take the kettlebell and you're gonna have it out in front. The kettlebell is gonna serve as a counterbalance as you roll down. We are going to tuck the pelvis under. So you're working on rolling down from your tailbone first. If you need to bring the kettlebell out a little further, bring the kettlebell out a little further to roll down as slow as possible, one vertebrae at a time, moving through your thoracic down until your shoulders reach. From there, you're gonna continue to keep that tailbone tucked, and you're going to reach your hands overhead, working to get to full straight arms. As you can hear in my voice, that challenges that activation and connection all the way through. So I don't want to let my lower back come up or let my ribs flare. I stay connected and back. I'm gonna roll back up. Here I use the counterbalance of the kettlebell at whatever height I can do to get myself rolling back up. This is the key to rolling down and rolling up. You wanna make it easier, extend the kettlebell out. You wanna make it harder, bring the kettlebell closer to your body. Sometimes you don't feel focused and alert in the gym, and your workout can suffer as a result. new Alpha Brain pre-workout was designed specifically for athletes and gym goers and supports focus, power, and endurance. It's the ultimate way to charge up your mind and body. Use the coupon code GETONIT to get 10% off Alpha Brain pre-workout at onnit.com. Now, let's get back to the video. Turkish Getup with a twist. Turkish Getup is one of the most common kettlebell exercises for full body strength, and understanding that the core connection in between is what makes all the difference. We're gonna add a little extra something. So you're gonna start out laying down on the ground. I'm gonna have the kettlebell in my right hand, and from here, I'm gonna have right knee up, left leg down long. I'm going to press through my right arm, and then I'm going to drive my knuckles. So I really am thinking about this from a core perspective. I'm not gonna hop up onto my elbow. I am going to curl up, and I'm lightly coming to my elbow for that support. From there, I base my left hand out, press through my right foot, bring my left knee down and up. Then I'm going to bring the kettlebell down, and I'm going to drive my left hand across like a jab, twist towards crossing my right knee. And then I come out, and rather than taking that kettlebell all the way up before I go down, I'm already going to start to go down, and I'm going to drive that kettlebell from the side. Now I'm based out and supported, down, roll through the core, and repeat. A half quad Renegade Row. So a variation on what we normally know with the Renegade Row. This one, you are gonna have 2 kettlebells. If you only have one, you can get a yoga block or another higher platform to put your hand on and work one side at a time. From here, we're going to come up, have your kettlebells angled in slightly, press into the kettlebells first so that you know you have support so that they don't fall out when you get into the rowing. From here, we're gonna go up into a quad position. So what you're gonna do is, in this quadruped position, I'm then going to take my left leg back, so I'm in a half quad. From there, I'm going to drive into my left hand, make sure I'm stable on that left side kettlebell, and I'm going to row the right side. After doing that, I then come back into my quad, take my right leg back, and then I drive into that right side, and I row. And when I row, I'm not thinking about pulling the kettlebell up to my shoulder, I'm pulling my elbow up to my hip. All the while, working on that stability that changes from one side to the other, short leg, long leg, keeping your hips and shoulders square. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more, and for a complete article on kettlebell ab training, see the link in this video's description.